The time has come to make a move. If you want to get into the college football playoff, you've got to win big games right now, and we have a clash of ranked opponents coming up in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Palo Alto, California, the farm and the home of the Stanford Cardinal. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the 19th-ranked team in the land, the Stanford Cardinal. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Stanford about to tee it up to get this one going. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Clemson Tigers offense will get the ball first. They go to the ground. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. Now on first down from the 30. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Buys a little extra time. He'll pull it down and run. Still on his feet at the 45. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37. That is a highly efficient way to move the chains, and now they are threatening inside the 40. Open space at the 25. Brought down at the 21-yard line, a 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now. Might as well give it to him again. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
So far, it's been a rough first drive for this defense, but I tell you what, guys, all can be forgotten if they can bow up and make a stand right here. You got a goal-to-go situation. You know they're going to try to be physical. The field's already shrunk. Get some momentum back right here. Get a big stand. At least hold them to 3.
They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. They moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. He wants to throw it. Steps away to find some room. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
I think a lot of people probably expected to see that, right? They're playing on the road, and you know this is going to be a hostile environment, but they've got the better players. We've seen that before. There was no hesitation. Opening drive, they go right down the field, they score a touchdown, and they made a statement.
And he takes this from inside the 5. So Stanford's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Stanford comes to the line, and that first down marker is a long way away. Jackson going to throw it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They bring the punter onto the field now. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work. Oh, he's got some space. Pushed out of bounds at the 39-yard line. A big pickup on that run. It's a thing at Clemson to run downhill, literally, usually when they enter the stadium. But sometimes it feels like this running game's doing that.
They run down the hill, and a lot of times they don't stop, Reese, because they keep the tempo and they keep the foot on the gas, and that's what Clemson's kind of built this offense on is tempo, trying to wear you out, and they slip in the run game and the quick passing game and the running QB and so many things to look at.
Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Pushes toward the goal line. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback receivers, they got to be.
And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Clemson.
And listen, if I have a playmaker at running back like that with that kind of speed, yeah, I'm going to throw the swing to him too. He drops back, surveys the field. He says, I know my guy can make a play, gets the ball in his hands right now on the swing. He does the rest, gets in for the touchdown.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Jackson will throw. Fires to the big fella. Guys, let's talk just for a second about Stanford. When you're sitting inside the top 25 halfway through the season, the goal was clear. Win out. Hope you get a little bit of help because this party only has a dozen spots.
And it starts with winning out and taking care of business. And that starts today, right? Like every single game has to matter. It has to count. You got to look at yourself and say, how do we continue to grow, get better? And then, Jesse, let the dominoes fall where they fall.
That's it. And this is a top 25 team right now that I think has really good leadership inside the locker room. And these guys are really dedicated and focused on making sure this team worries about the opponent today. The rest of college football is going to take care of itself. This whole picture could look entirely different by the time this day is done, but you got to handle your business and get this win.
The kick is on its way. Makes the catch and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop and they'll mark it at the 39. Clemson has their paws on it and they'll send out the offense. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going and now right back to work. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Moves away as he feels pressure. And the quarterback will be forced out of bounds short of the line of scrimmage. I think he'll give him a sack. The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Under fire. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. This offense has it with really good field position. Pulls it in. It's Polk. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Cardinal can be aggressive here on 2nd and short. Out of the gun to give to the back. Makes a man miss. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. 1st and goal and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Grabbed behind the line, it's Davis. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Splits the uprights. Good. Now the lead is down to 11. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, it's a final now, and one of the more intriguing games of the week, that notable ACC clash. Duke was able to cap off a close one in Durham with a narrow victory. And that's the mark of a solid program. Pile up wins, build on games like these, and remain focused on the big picture. We expected to see a shakeup in the ACC. It's bound to happen in this kind of game. But this type of win is a serious statement.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They've come out red hot already with a 14-3 lead. He'll ride his man on the option. Leaves it with the back. And he knocked him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
That's exactly what you want to do against the option. You want that thing to string along out wide so you get more bodies to the football. Nice job playing the first option, the quarterback. They've sent the pitch out wide. Guess what? Ready for that, too. They tackle him, and they get him on the ground.
They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Pocket breaking down. Oh, he's going to be brought down. A huge loss on the play. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking for room, it's Gibson. And he's wrestled to the ground. Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. They'll run play action. Moving away from pressure. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he steps out of bounds, and that's going to do it for the first quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So in their own territory, on 4th and inches, the offense will stay on the field. Surging forward on the sneak.
Yeah, I think those quarterback sneaks used to be for the big, strapping quarterbacks. But, man, nowadays, dude, all you got to do is fall forward, and it's such a hard play to stop. So you see this all across all levels of football, and it's just a difficult play to stop.
Now he's going to glide away from pressure, finding open areas. He's knocked out of bounds at the 42. Solid pickup on that one. And the Tigers have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He's racked up 92 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's complete to the right. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is...
There he goes. Touchdown, Tigers. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Fires to the right. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to throw, it's Jackson. Finds his man. It's Polk. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. The Cardinal come to the line, facing third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. Stanford lines up to punt it away.
On to kick it away.
And they'll mark this one at the 15-yard line.
And these punt returners only get so many opportunities to try to make plays, and do they want to make them? So much space back there when you punt them the football. But the thing is, look at all these guys flying down the field. All the speed on the field for that punt coverage team. And you could tell they caught up with them and forced the fumble.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Oh, he wants it all. And the incomplete pass, taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be...
Snags it on the right. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. Here comes Clemson with another 1st down. Breaks into the open. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. 8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Motion from the wideout. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. This offense has been money on 4th down here in the first half. They'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Gain of 1.
Clemson set up with another 1st down. They'll try the run. He now has 108 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. After the 9-yard pickup on 1st down, here's 2nd and 1. Still looking on the move. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Just across the 20 with a 1st down at the 19. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Tigers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. Looking to fire. Skips away from pressure. Caught over the middle. It's Bennett. Pushed down for the tackle.
All right, defense, you know coming into this game you're playing a fast quarterback. You know it's not going to be easy getting him on the ground. You got to start thinking about how you're pass rushing. You know, rushing right up the middle and allowing him to get outside, it's going to be a tough task.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson. Quick strike through the air for the score. This dude is putting on a show, taking up residence in the end zone by the air and by the ground, in keeping with what Clemson looks for in a quarterback.
Man, this is unbelievable. I mean, you've seen so many great guys run through, and Clemson majors in quarterbacks that can throw, can run, and really be dynamic, and this guy is having himself a day.
This drive will open from the 15. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Turning it on. Gets it past the marker. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium. They'll move the wide receiver. Jackson gonna throw it. Right on the money.
Simple pitch, simple catch, easy little drag route right over the field. It's a nice timing route. You can run it versus man or you can run it versus zone and have a lot of success.
He's open on the right. What a cut. Now he's loose. Off to the races to the right. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 at the 19. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Quickly complete. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Throws for the tight end. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. He's already put 3 on the board earlier, this time a 38-yard try. Never a doubt. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
And we'll have a shakeup in the Mountain West standings this week. Check this out. Hawaii dug down deep and found a way to secure a coveted road win. And who knows how the pundits will view this one, but I'll tell you this. It sure beats trying to explain a bad loss. One game, I know, fellas, but this could be one to circle when we consider the big picture there in the Mountain West.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The option look. The pitch. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down.
And you kind of thought in that situation QB might keep it, but makes the right read. Gets it to the pitch man, and what does he do? Gets downhill. Get downhill and get that 1st down. New set of downs. Nice execution on the option by this offense.
And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Buys a little time. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
Wide open downfield. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Palo Alto. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Stanford Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Clemson will kick this deep to get the second half underway. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive here. It's like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. How in the world did the offense retain possession? Stanford lines up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Wants to bring it back. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. A shot toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He goes down right there, but not before coming up with a big interception. Great place to start for this offense. From the gun, the running back looking for room. They get him stopped at the 26, but not before he picks up 5 yards. The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Wide receiver going in motion. Going to sling it on second down. Got his man on the right. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. It'll be 3rd and long. They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Makes a connection. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Hauls it in. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. That 3rd down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground.
QB decided not to hand it off on that RPO. Defense, great job taking the throwaway, now setting up 4th.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. They'll try to add another to their lead. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. It didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Jackson will throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Black. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. They'll run the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. Makes the grab. Gets it out to the 21, and that's not enough to move the chains. It'll be 4th down. The Cardinal will have to boot it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. And the returner will be knocked down. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Off play action on 1st down. Using his feet to buy time. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
That's caught. It's Bennett. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. They need the 40 to convert here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he makes the catch. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. This dude is putting in work out of the slot, and he is just wearing out this defense.
Man, you see it, Reese, in football. These slot guys are so quick, so athletic. You back them up off the football so you can't get hands on them, and you just find ways to continue to get him the football. He's making plays, so I'm going to continue to throw it his way.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Tiger.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he's going to try to return this one. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Gives it on the option. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it, and it's been that way all day. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Jackson gonna throw it. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Stanford to the line on 3rd and long. He'll keep it himself. Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running. And he converts on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 26. They'll give it to the back. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29. Got 3 on 1st down and 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. And the throw out to the sideline, good for just a few yards. Stanford at the line, needing to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Black. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38. This Stanford offense moving quickly down the field. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Working on the right. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. A strike downfield. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. The Cardinal, once feeling the shadow of that goalpost, now have moved it out and putting a drive together. They'll send the tight end in motion. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. The quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They're going to run it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cardinal. Getting set for the point after. And it's perfect. They're set to kick it off. And you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the run from inside his own 5. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. We've reached the break. Clemson has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The play action fake. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. From the gun, give on the inside.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Looking for a deep man. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Clemson will send the punt team out. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Stanford has it back. No offense returning to the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Back to pass on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. On the run, it's Hampton. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Fires downfield. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot. The Cardinal come to the line with lots of work to do on 3rd down. He'll pull it on the read. He stopped short, and it's 4th down.
Man, interesting play call on 3rd and long. I think we're thinking pass and which matchup do they try to exploit, and they try to sneak a run in there, and the play's fine. I mean, they run the option very unsuccessfully, small gain, and now we got 4th down.
The decision to go for it does not pan out. The give to the tailback. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Motion from the wide receiver. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Oh, he's got some space. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. The Tigers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Clemson. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, who knows how things are going to finish up in the Big Ten this season, but this is a game to keep in mind. Purdue managed to avoid a bitter defeat by scratching out a narrow victory. This wasn't the blowout some around West Lafayette had hoped for, but it sure beats the alternative.
He breaks a tackle.
We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the Big Ten standings as this one does, gentlemen.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Second down, they'll go to the air. Flips it out to the back. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. The Cardinal come to the line facing third and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Got it in the middle, it's Hall. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he's stopped. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They go to the draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. The Cardinal increasing the degree of difficulty after that last play. It's second and long. Back to pass. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Hit as he throws.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. From the gun, the running back has it. A pickup of 8 now to convert this 3rd and 2. And the Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. On the option. Now the pitch. There he goes. And a big play there on the option. The pitch was executed perfectly. Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. The give to the single back. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
And what you see late in games, man, those teams that can really run the football and run that clock when they got a lead, you really win a lot more football games. So I think you look for them to be physical down the stretch of this game, try to continue to do this on the ground, continue to eat that clock.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on the first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on 3rd down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. The Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Quarterback on the keeper. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss. Now facing some adversity on this drive after the loss of 4 at 2nd and 14. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming into the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
He's got it on the run. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. The Cardinal pen deep in their own end, looking for a little room here on first down. Wants to throw on first down. And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line. A first down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear there's only one